Hi, my name is Trevor Tice from Kbandstraining.com. I've been getting a lot of requests to go through different products and let you know the purposes and what exactly they can be used for. This here is the Mini Loop Infinity Resistance Bands. We've got 7 levels here, and they're often used in different types of scenarios. A lot of times you can put them just around your ankle for simple lateral walks. Easy movements that don't require a lot of speed. They're going to be stationary. You can also use them around your thighs for quick sets of resistance with using a squat bar, doing hip thrusters, or different types of slow marching lateral movements. The mini bands can also be a great benefit for lifting your leg up doing hip flexor stationary exercises with static holds and short duration ballistic mini movements. Now what they are not good at is running in them. That's why we utilize Kbands for running and doing those types of exercises. But whenever you're running in mini loop bands, of course anything around your ankle is going to eliminate the possibility of running. But if you put them above your thigh trying to replace the Kbands concept, the one issue is when you're sprinting, they're gonna roll up your thighs. If you're a guy, you're gonna feel your hair being pulled on a little bit. If you're a woman, they're gonna sit on those pants that you're wearing, but they're also gonna slide up into an inefficient training zone. If you put resistance around your hips high, you're gonna get 0 to no glute activation. They gotta be low, down around the knees where Kbands are, or around the ankle for those stationary static movements. One big complaint with mini resistance bands is they break easily. Oftentimes, this is because athletes are using too little of resistance. Just because you see level 1 through 7 doesn't mean you should be starting out with level 1 for a big movement exercise. Let's say you're doing static holds with your knee up doing a hip flexor hold. So we drive our knee up, we've got our toe up, we've got big time activation. You wouldn't want to use level 1 resistance in this exercise. This is also a good indication of a walking lunge. When you're driving out that leg, you've got big separation. A lighter resistance band is obviously going to snap. You've got to use the right level of resistance for the right exercise. So a lighter resistance band may be used for just a simple glute walk or something smaller. If you're really going to be stretching out into some distance, up the resistance. Find the right resistance for the level exercise. I've got all types of different recommendations on a mini loop band workout that you can utilize at any time. You just want to be sure that you're doing the right level of resistance for the right exercise. How about the question, when should you use mini loop bands? Just like any resistance training, the key is not to overthink it. You really don't want to work the same muscle groups on back-to-back days if you're training to be more explosive. You can't do speed work every day and expect to progress because recovery is such a big part of actually getting better. So mini bands, along with other types of weight training equipment, should utilize different muscle groups on back-to-back days. So let's say Monday you had a really tough workout, you pushed yourself, you got great resistance, and you're going home sore. Make sure you get good sleep, you're eating the right amount of foods to help recover. Skip that next day and training those muscles in the same way. Move on to some upper body workouts or even some core training. And then the next day, come back into those types of workouts that are gonna work your glutes and hips. A lot of times I work with parents that are wanting to do these types of exercises 7 days a week, expecting better results for their young athletes. And that is not gonna be the case. Just because you do things every single day does not mean that you're gonna be performing better. A lot of times it can lead to injury. So make sure that you're training efficiently and make sure that you're utilizing an every other day concept whenever doing the weight training. Of course, if your young athlete or you yourself are not very good at the movements, you can always do no resistance and try to get a little bit better at the movements on the off days. You don't have to have resistance crushing your body every day and expecting those better results. Lose the resistance and get better at the movements, so then when you actually get to train the following day, you're going to get even better results because our movements are more fluid, we're actually activating the correct muscles, and then you can get better all around throughout the week. As I said before, if you're looking for more exercises with your mini loop bands, head to Kbandstraining.com and utilize that search bar. My training blog, I've got tons of exercises that you can use. So just type in mini infinity rubber bands. You'll find a bunch of exercises there for some specific movements to help you get better results utilizing the bands.